Alright guys, welcome back. We are going to be doing some more stuff on the old Cummins today. Here's the grill, and actually threw in the bumper grill, which I forgot to put in the last video. But yeah, we got a few things we need to do on the good old Cummins to get her back up and running, because she's been sitting for a while. So first thing is I want to replace all of the boost lines. So I bought all new stuff to redo all of them, because I believe I might have one cracked in the back running to either the wastegate or the diverter valve. So I think we'll go ahead and change those. My coolant tank is actually cracked, so it's leaking all over the back there. So I ended up getting one of the Fleece Performance coolant tanks, which is going to relocate it up to the front. So that comes with everything. We'll do that. And then there's our boost line. What else? Oh, we're going to do, I got some new gauges. So we're going to put boost gauge here and a EGT gauge. So we need to get the boost gauge because we happen to be running a lot of boost, which is maxing out the factory sensor. So at sea level, the only thing you're going to see on the factory gauge would be 36 pounds. So we're maxing that out, obviously, with this big old S480 Borg Warner. Actually, I don't even think I gave you a whole rundown on the truck. We'll do that now. So big single. It's got the second gen manifold on it, which flips the turbo up. There's a little bit of little goodies in the head. Won't go too much into that. Obviously, it's all EGR deleted. There's a big intercooler, which you can see kind of in there. It's full length, real thick. Little fun gas port there. What else? Yeah, it's basically a big single. It does have the, so it's got Turbo Smart blow-off valve, Turbo Smart wastegate on it. Obviously, it's got the 48 RE trans swap in it, which you've seen that. It's built rear end, custom drive shaft. What else? Obviously, it's got a big AirDog 200 on it, stroke 12 millimeter CP3 in there. Big injectors. I think they're 150 over. So yeah, I think that about does it for the basic stuff on it. There's a few other little goodies I'm forgetting, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the battery and then the tray. That'll kind of give me access in here, because we got to get this big boy out. I figure we'll move this out first, get this out, and then do the lines, because I will be able to reach, you can't even see it under there, but there is a wastegate under there, and I have a line running to that. So that out, and then I believe if we take the inner fender wall out, it'll give us some good access up there. I don't have my tripod, so I'm gonna take it out and then I'll catch you here in a minute. All right, so this has been quite the nightmare. Got the tank in. Actually, the tank was really for a newer model. I didn't realize that it was really for this one, but it'll work. We'll just get another plug and it'll just be an overflow tank, because finally got that one out of here. Yeah, got all the new hoses in, so that looks good. And now I'm gonna move on to the boost gauge. So I actually took out this bolt, and then you run this in instead of the bolt, and then my sensor will go right on top here for boost. Have those over there. And actually, on the bottom of the manifold, while I was in here, I found there is actually a little, you can see it's like right there, a plug that I can probably put the EGT sensor into instead of actually drilling the manifold. So I think we'll put that in, and the other one, and then we gotta start doing some wiring and getting everything through the firewall so that we can actually mount the gauges. Now, to find a place to go through the firewall, it's gonna be another thing, but it shouldn't be too hard. So let's get to it. All right, so here's the two gauges we got. That'll match the gauges that are in the actual truck. So we got a boost gauge and our EGTs. So actually came with a lot of crap to wire, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, let's get them in so that I can actually see the ridiculous amount of EGTs coming out and if it's actually making the boost that we think it is. So let's do that. All right, so instead of using that bolt there, which you can get reference with this little adapter, once you put this adapter in with the actual sensor, it actually hits on the side of the head there, so that's going to be a pain. So I'm going to put that bolt back, and then actually, since I have these ports here, we're just going to use this, get a little Teflon tape, and put it there. Probably be easier too, because I wrap the wires around and then just go straight in there. All right, so let's show you what we got going on here. Sensor to basically your power ground, and the other one. Green is just sensor. So these three will run into the back of the gauge. And then, actually I took from both, so I have another, in this bundle here, I have 2 reds, 2 blacks, and 2 oranges. So the reds are to power. So I put those together and ran them into here, the 1 amp fuse on it, into the fuse box. Then I have my, down here, 2 grounds together. And I'll probably run those right over to this bolt here, and that'll ground that. And then the orange is to the dimmer. So basically you want to like wire that to your headlight switch or something. I don't think I'm going to wire that in for now, but that's pretty much how it's going to work. So I'm going to bring these 2 through the firewall. Those will go up to the gauges and plug in, and then so I'll have both up there already, power and ground for each one of the gauges. And then this one has the thermocouple that I need to put into the bottom of the manifold. So once I get all that in, I'll run this wire up through the firewall also, and then I'll be able to plug it in, and we should be able to see the gauges work. So I'm gonna put that through the firewall, and we'll see you inside next. All right, wires ran through and got them to pop up right here. This is for the EGT gauge and our boost gauge. So the way this works is basically you stick them into these little slots, and then it comes with a little tool, and basically this, you push on it, it pushes each one of them into the slot, cuts it, and then gets your connection, and then you put your little white piece on there, and then we'll cut these to fit, and then it plugs right into the back here, and this will sit right on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these, and then probably get the wires ran for the other one, so I can put that in there too. So let's get that going. All right, so it's been a long freaking day of getting all this stuff to work, but we got the gauges in, and they seem to function, which is good. There they are. I think it matches with the rest of the gauge really well. It does block a little bit down there, but I didn't want to get rid of my handle to get in and put gauges up there, so I figured it'd be better set them right there. And yeah, so I just gotta wait for a plug for the coolant tank, and unfortunately I don't have a cap for it either, so I contacted Fleece for see what's the best use for a cap there. But yeah, I need to put one more plug in the bottom because I'm not using both ports. So once that's done, then we can fire up and check the boost. I'm probably gonna buy some wrap this up, make it look a little cleaner. And that blue wire is the wire for the EGT sensor. So we'll get back with you tomorrow once the plug comes in, and we'll see what kind of boost she's got. All right, guys, so we are in the truck, and we got the gauges hooked up and working. I did mess up the dimmer switch. which you need to find somewhere to tap in for the dimmer switch so that you get backlight, and then you can adjust it. But we'll do that a different time. Currently headed out to old Mexico. It's got a little drive out there, and then once we get out there, we're gonna do a couple pulls in tunes 3, 4, and 5. And I want to see what kind of boost we're making in those different tunes. And we have, it seems like once in tune 5, the boost is basically kind of either we're having some issue with the blow-off, not the blow-off valve, the wastegate or something. It seems like as soon as you get on it, she starts fluttering and losing boost. So maybe there's an issue with the wastegate, not sure, but I think once we can see what the boost is actually doing over the factory sensor, we should know what's going on. So let's get out there and do a couple pulls on it. Let's do a quick little pull in third. Let's see if we can get this thing to hook. Just get compressor surge. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. It seems like I got to take the filter off. Something's not right. It's not happy whenever it locks up. It seems to compressor surge or whatever. Plus the train's getting a little warm, back-to-back hits, so that's a little alluding to the next video you're going to see. But anyway, that does it for this one. So tell your friends.